What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining. Step 1 on how to manufacture a part process. So 100% all the way through, giving you a solid model. So I hope you guys follow along with me here. It's important that you do. It's going to really help you out. I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff in here you're going to learn and some stuff in the comments you're going to teach me. So why don't we go ahead and get your Mastercam 2021 open, or whatever you got is going to be compatible from like 2017 on. It'll be 100% the same pretty much, okay? There's a couple things different. Okay, first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go see what I did here. I'm talking, okay? We're going to go into our file, configuration. All right, and we're going to go into our, I always forget which one it is. I think it's because this is open. We're going to go into our communications, or converters, sorry guys, converters here. And under your solids, you're going to select edge curves, otherwise wireframe won't come in. All right. And then you're going to select use system color to import your solids. So them two things you're going to want selected, okay? For this all to work out 100% smoothly. Okay, go ahead, green check that, and it's going to say, do you want this to apply forever? And you're going to just keep hitting green check to get out of there. You're going to have one more green check than I did. Now, you're going to go into this file here. And you're going to open. Okay, no, you're not. So what you're going to do is in the description in this video, pop open the description. And in that description, you're going to have a link. And the link is going to be this link right here. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to download that link. What you're going to do, I'm opening hyperlink. I don't know whatever way it's going to do it on when you do it from, just download the darn thing. And then when you download it, bring up your file, show in folder, right click, copy that, cut that. However you need to do that to download that and get that. Now you just need to put that right here. So right click and paste and get that step file right on your computer here. That's where you need to be at. All right. We're going to open up Mastercam 2021 again. We want to get that in here. So we're going to open that. And we're going to go to our computer and find your navigate computer to desktop. All right. Now in all files here, search for step file. All right. Double click that file. Now, there was one thing I did miss. So what you want to do, let's just go back one real quick second. Go into your configuration here. If you want to change your colors, okay, you just hit colors, and these are the colors you need to worry about. Go down here, the wireframe geometry, which I have selected black, and then your solids, which I have selected gray. You can come in here and grab your surf, whatever you want. You know, that's how you change them. You just come over here, click the color green check, and then save it for all time. Then when you import that, it's going to be all great for everybody. Okay. So now, what we want to do, go to your view here, and make sure toolpaths, level, and plane is selected. Just them three. That's all I work with. So, that's what I work with, man. All right. So now, step 1 here, what we're going to go through today is just how to set our stock. Okay, we're just going to set our stock in our first 5 planes. Well, we're going to set our stock, and we're going to situate the part where we want in the stock. And that's probably going to be our first step. Okay, and step 2, we're going to get through some picking our planes. So step 1, we're going to go through setting up our first couple levels, okay? So when you import a solid like we just did here, there's a routine that I follow, okay? And if I don't follow it, it always bites me in the ass, in the field anyways. So what we want to do is we want to go into our levels. And our first level here, we're going to call that solid model. Okay, now we're going to go to this number here. We're going to double click it. We're going to hit 2 and hit tab or whatever. Click into that box to get to the next box. Okay, we're going to call this wireframe. Okay, forgot the F there. Okay, so now we have a second level. Now we're going to come over to this fancy stuff over here. Okay, and we're going to get through all, I don't use all this at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, you hover over it, it says select all wireframes. Right click, grab this layer icon, and then move. So now you're going to see that them moved into there. Make sure that you're selected on level wireframe when you do that. If you're selected up here, it's not going to transfer everything right. So now you can turn this off and you're going to have wireframe. You turn that off, you're going to have solids. Now, what we want to do is start thinking about how we're going to lay the part out. So we're going to want to have a third level. All right, and that's going to be bounding box. And the bounding box is created for you to pick your planes off your part, actual Z0, X0, and Y0, all right? So what you're going to do, you're going to want to go into your wireframe, select bounding box, and I just grab the whole thing like that, or you can hit Control A, hit End Selection, green check. Now you have a bounding box in this level because you were on level 3. Make sure the green check was on level 3, or it'll put the bounding box somewhere else. And if that ever happens, just hit Control Z. See, watch my bounding box. Hit Control Z, it'll disappear. Control Y, and it'll reappear. All right? So that's how you do that. Now, what we want to do is we want to figure, we have our bounding box. And our bounding box, see, that's our part limitations. That's how big our part is. Okay, now we got to figure out what size we want our stock. Okay, so I'm going to I quick hit Alt-1 to go into my top view here. I'm going to go to drafting. Okay, and I'm going to click that, and I'm going to click that. I just click that line. I went into Smart Dimension. I click the top line, click that line. Okay, let me do that a little slower. So I grab Smart Dimension, click, click. See how I'm on the line? It's hovering the whole line. Click, click. All right, now when we do this, we're going to come over here and it ain't going to let us do it. All right. And the reason why is because we're not on that work coordinate. So I don't want you to worry about any of that right now. What I want you to do, go into your planes, select your right plane, and make sure, just select all these in that right plane, grab Smart Dimension, grab it like that. Okay, I clicked that line and I clicked it again. Now we're just going to go right back to that top. Make sure all these are back on that top. So now we have our 3, okay, we need it 2 1/4 by 2 inches by 1 inch. You see what I'm saying? So 1 inch by 2 inches by 2 1/4. That needs to be our stock size. That's how I come up with my stock size. All right. So now we're going to go back into the levels here. We're going to 4. We'll go stock size. All right, now what we want to do is we are going to create a rectangle. All right, we want that rectangle for right now to be right on the center of this box. So hit Alt-1. Okay, you don't have to hit Alt-1, but grab a kitty corner line like this. See how I did that? That's all I did, guys. And when I selected wireframe, I grabbed a line, clicked here, and I clicked there. Green check. Okay. Now we have some place to make a quick snap anchor to. The width. Now, what's the width? Okay, the width is this right here, 1.6. We want 2 inches. Okay, the height right here, 625. We wanted 1 inch. Okay, anchor to center. Okay, now see how I'm highlighting that? Bam, I'm going to grab that. All right, green check. Now we know we want it 2 inches thick, or 2 1/4 thick. All right, so now we can get rid of all these because we know we only have one number to remember. 2 1/4 thick right there. Delete that. I just grabbed all 3 of them and hit delete. All right, now you're going to hit Alt-1 again. You're going to grab these 4. You're going to hit Transform, Translate, Z. Make sure you hit Join. And then in the Z, you're going to go minus 2.25. Green check. And then when you turn it sideways, you're going to have this part in there. All right. Now, grab this line, delete it. Turn your stuff back on. Okay, so now this gets to the point where we're going to have our second video. So what we're going to do with our second video, guys, is we're going to orientate this where we want in our first operation. And then after we find our first operation, we're going to figure out where we're going to set our stock. And then from there on out, we're going to lay out the next 4 planes so we can make this part all in one file. I hope you're enjoying what you like. Please join my Patreon. Get them tool libraries, man. The tool libraries are going to be worth your while, bro. Okay, everybody. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Cloth Tour Manufacturing. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy.